And Donald Trump saying that, he doesn't know. He doesn't know if he'll back the Republicans if he doesn't get the nomination. Folks, he won't get the nomination. And I have seen people through emails, people on social media, both on Facebook and Twitter, saying we love Donald Trump. We love that he's speaking out. We love that he's saying what's on his mind. I think that many of those who love what Donald Trump is saying about immigration, you love what he is saying about immigration. And I'm with you. I agree with Donald Trump when it comes to illegal immigration, and not everyone coming across the border is our buddy. And not everyone who comes across the border is just looking for a good life. That there are some bad people who come across the border. I'm not mad at Donald Trump about that. What I don't like about Donald Trump is that I can't trust him. Really, I can't trust any politician, but I really can't trust Donald Trump. This is a guy, all the stuff is coming out. All these past comments that Donald Trump has made, they're all starting to come out now. And part of me is glad that they're coming out, but the other part of me goes, he's a sideshow. I don't know if we need to dig up all of his past quotes, but I guess we do, because there is a percentage of the Republican Party or conservatives or Tea Party, whatever. There's a part of Red America that likes Donald Trump right now. But I think people forget about Donald Trump's past. And I'm not talking about his personal stuff. I don't care about that. I'm talking about the time where he wanted to appoint or wanted Charlie Rangel. You know who Charlie Rangel is. He wanted Charlie Rangel appointed to HUD Secretary back in 1999. He donated money to Harry Reid. He donated money to Hillary Clinton in Hillary Clinton's Senate campaign. Why? Because she was tough and ferocious and smart. His words. He donated money to the Clinton Foundation. One of his one of his lines was that one of his favorite presidents ever was Bill Clinton. He supports universal health care, or at least he did a few years ago. He supported universal health care, said it's an entitlement, it's a right for all Americans to have health care. And how do you pay for it? You pay for it by taxing business owners. He's also in the past been on the record of being for an increase on the wealthy. Now look, I don't know of any Republican, I don't know of any conservative that speaks like this. If Jeb Bush was saying the exact same thing Donald Trump was saying, you'd all hate him. Everybody would look at Jeb Bush going, yeah, rhino, get out of here. Not even close to being a rhino. You're not even a Republican. I know people are tired of politicians. I know people are tired of the status quo. And that's why some of the newer guys, Scott Walker, Rubio, Cruz, Rand Paul, why some of those guys, they're doing well in the polls. People like them because they're fairly new. I understand being burned out on Jeb Bush. I get it. My big fear in all of this, and I was talking to Jody about this yesterday, and he was like, oh no, is that Donald Trump, and he says he's going to stay in this race, and look, he's got the money for it. He can stay in as long as he wants. He stays in this race, and there is a part of the Republican Party that no matter what, they're very upset with the current field. No matter who it is. It can be Ted Cruz if people are upset. And I think there is a percentage, a small percent, 4 to 6% of people who will look at the Republican field and go, I'm not going to vote for any of those guys. And maybe even larger if Jeb Bush gets the nomination. If Jeb Bush gets the nomination and Donald Trump, this is my fear, that Jeb Bush gets the nomination and Donald Trump says, I'm going to run his third party. Why? Because according to him, quote, everybody wants him to run as an independent. Everyone who has talked to him wants him to run as an independent. And truly, he's not a Republican. Maybe he is right now. He's not a conservative. We know that. But everyone wants him to run as an independent, I guess with Oprah Winfrey as his VP. That's who he wants. My big fear is that Jeb Bush gets the nomination, and then you have somebody like somebody urge Donald Trump to go ahead and go forward with this independent run. Maybe it's just Donald Trump who decides to do it. He gets about 6% of the vote. Hillary Clinton wins. Ross Perot had to get a lot more votes to hurt George H.W. Bush. Right now, with the voting percentage where it is, the amount of Republicans who show up, the amount of Democrats who show up, it doesn't take much to swing the election. And if you're Donald Trump and you think that Jeb Bush, you don't like Jeb Bush, you can't stand Jeb Bush, you loved Jeb Bush back in 2000, now you hate Jeb Bush. But if you're Donald Trump and you run and you get 6% of the vote, 4 to 6%, maybe a little bit more, that's a Hillary Clinton victory. And that's my big fear. Because I guarantee you, there are people out there who will go and vote for Donald Trump as a third-party candidate. And if you do that, that is helping Hillary Clinton. And I think that is a reasonable fear right now. There are a lot of people who look at that and go, oh my goodness, that's not a reason to nominate Donald Trump. But it's a reason to look at Donald Trump and go, okay, who are you really? And then for everybody who's upset at Jeb Bush and at Scott Walker, at Rubio, at Cruz, at Rand Paul, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, really look at who you're supporting right now. Look at who Donald Trump is. Look at all of his former comments. I mean, Donald Trump might be right when it comes to illegal immigration. But that might be the only thing he's right about. You know, with all of these candidates, what I encourage everybody to do, and I brought it up yesterday, look at all their past comments. Look at what they've said in the past, because that, to me, that means more than what some of the things they're going to say during the debates, is what they have said or done in the past. And if you don't think Donald Trump is a politician, you're out of your mind. Donald Trump is absolutely a politician. He knows the game. He knows how to play the game. And right now, he's doing an all right job of playing the game. He has attempting, I think, to torpedo the Republicans.